Obama in me. The hood won't pop, hip hop wanna see the common in me. And since it's a senseless contradiction, I end up a misfit trying to fit in.
What's going on, everybody? Pete Sands, and we are here for another edition of From Average Joe to Golf Pro series where we take three golfers, three different skill levels, and have three different goals that we're trying to reach over this winter season. I am Pete Sands. I'm the general manager here at Cherokee Ridge, and I am that low handicap that is trying to get even lower. I have, yep, I have Rob Taylor below me, who is our golf pro, and Heath, which is our high handicap. He's having connection issues in Alaska where he's at. So we figured we'd bring in somebody of his skill level, which is my son, Winston Sands. Winston, can you say hello?
Hi.
And so he is filling in for Heath. Winston had a couple range sessions over the past week, so he'll be able to fill us in on how he did out there on the range. And probably, Rob, probably pretty similar to Heath.
Uh-huh.
Probably very similar, yes.
Probably very similar. So, yeah. So
I'll say if
you hit him,
since
how'd
you
you hit
have
him
connection issues in Alaska,
That's really far.
this is what you get, right?
Sometimes I hit it really far sometimes.
Sometimes you hit it really far.
Uh-huh.
What's the key? What's your keys in your golf swing that you look at?
I look at the flags that I shoot.
Oh, okay, that works. Rob, is that pretty much in a nutshell?
Dead on.
All right.
Okay.
What about your feet? Do you keep your feet still in your golf swing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't dance around? What about putting? Are you good at putting? Heath's not very good at putting. You think you can be a better putter than Heath?
I think so.
You think so? Okay. Well, Rob, I think Winston probably played a little bit more golf than me this week. So did you get any rounds in under this the weather conditions that we had here in North Alabama?
Yeah, I did. Let's see. Played what, 3 times? Basically
Okay.
3 days in a row. I think I went out there
Playing
and
like you're a
played.
golf pro or something.
Uh-huh.
Got some work in, actually got some stuff done this week and practiced, and we were able to do a little bit of something yesterday, and today it's just brutal out there. So we haven't been outside at all, I don't think.
Yeah, 29 and about 29 wind is not it's not very ideal for golfing. So we actually had to get creative a little bit this week and work on some things, but we're whether the weather is friendly or not friendly, we're giving it a go to make sure we're getting at least some sort of work in. So we'll go over some things that Rob and I worked on here in a few minutes. But Rob, when you were out there, how'd you hit them?
I had stretches of good golf and stretches of bad golf. I'd say that kind of in an in-between phase with a couple things, but overall feel like it's going in the right direction. Driving the ball much better, hitting the woods and the long irons much better. So that's an improvement. And then it's just really about getting it in the hole right now. Putting well. It's just a weird time of year for making putts. You know how it is out there right now. It's just a little, they're not as true as normal because of the weather. But
Yeah, I mean, I think you're kind of trying to tone your game to keep getting reps in, so whenever the spring does hit, you're not so rusty right out of the gate. And you just got your schedule for next year, which should be pretty busy, right? I mean, you got a bunch of section events and some the Alabama Open, the Rocket City Open. I mean, you
Rocket City Open,
can't be more
it's a big
pumped about that, but
I know.
that's right.
yeah. But we actually have a little video of you out there hitting. Nope, Rob.
Oh.
And let me share my screen. You see that? We should be good, right? All right. So this was was this 3-wood or 5-wood?
That was 3-wood. Look at that golf
3-wood.
cart. Man, that thing's sweet.
Yeah, look at that thing. This is
3-wood from top of the hill there is about to the back right pin. It was like 275 or or
Par
something like
five,
that.
number
Close to
6 here at
280.
Cherokee Ridge. And it was smoked. Smoked. So I don't have you were you able to break this down to when I sent it to you, or
No, it was
just your
going
first
from
kind of
iPhone
time?
to Android is always kind of grainy. So I
Yeah,
just wanted
first
to
time looking
see
at
if
it.
I could
Yeah, so
get anything at it. Yeah, it's first time looking at it, but I did notice from looking at it on your phone and obviously the strike, everything about it. I could tell it was a pretty good swing and a good spot right there. A really good spot for me right there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
If you go down the right next frame right there, yeah, I'm actually shallowing it out a little better. And that was a good shot. I got it
Yeah.
up there almost pin high on the right side, just in the fringe, and was able to make an easy birdie.
Yeah, I would say looking at this, like this hip movement right there's something that I'm like that left side's almost already cleared. Where I think with mine I get stuck and that left side doesn't move at all.
Yeah, so I did a better job on this one of at that point right there.
I
I'm
mean, his hips
actually
are already out
passing
of the way.
yeah,
uh-huh.
I'm actually passing the quad already a little bit before I start really moving towards the ball. And then release it and send it up there by the green. So yeah, it's a pretty good swing. All things considered, it's kind of a good one to see representative of what I am working on and how it looks a little different to me. Might be hard if you put like side by sides of a swing from 2 weeks ago to that swing, but to me, I can tell the difference.
Yeah,
Might be small, but it's effectual, you know?
for sure. And then so what we did this with this weather is we did a little indoor putting, little indoor putting clinic with you and I, looking
Yep.
at our lines. I mean, a thing that I found out is I am I don't want to say too far away from the ball, but I am definitely like my eyes are not were not in the right position. Maybe is a way to put it. Would that be correct?
Yeah. Just a little far, reaching out for it a little bit. More of your posture, kind of that posture of sitting back a little bit. Get your head back so your eyes can't get kind of more over the ball. They don't need to be right over the ball like we talked about, but you want to have them kind of close to your line, so you're looking down your line instead of um, too far inside of it. But
Yeah. So
the stroke itself looks pretty good. It was, your tendency that I see sometimes is you take it back to the outside a little bit and then kind of hold it open.
yeah, that's why I
And I
wanted to
didn't
bring up
see that
this
when you
kind
were
of
doing
video we
this.
took. Is this will be kind of give us a pretty good gauge on the direction I'm taking that club back.
Yeah.
And so we actually use it's the eye line putting, right?
Yep. The eye
So
line.
which and we'll see in a video here in a second. It's actually like a mirror that you're able to look down and see exactly where your eyes are in relation to the
Yep. You can see that from this video where it takes that quick left at the very end, even if it's right down the line.
that's
But this was the perfect putting mat we were on here, which has been in the shop. These things have been in the shop for ages.
mhm.
But it's good when you have nothing else, when you can't really get outside. I mean, yesterday it was 40 something degrees and blowing 20 to 30 miles an hour. So any video would have been tough.
Yeah, I mean, and I will like I was telling you before, like I feel like over my last couple of rounds of golf, putting's actually been one of my stronger suits
Yeah.
that I've done. I mean, I've been able to save a couple good key pars by making a couple 6 footers where usually I was, not comfortable over top of them at all. But I I felt like the ball was too far up in my stance, and then I moved it back a little bit, and it's been kind of a game changer for me. Um, but I also got that brand new Cleveland putter that I mean, not saying it's the arrow. It's usually the Indian in my case, but I feel very comfortable with that thing.
Yeah, thing's sitting
I
nice.
don't think I've missed one in this video so far.
You have not. No, they've been right up the gut.
So which is that's big for me because I would rather stand over a 12-footer than a 4-footer. So like this little drill of making a bunch of straight 8-footers so you know it's online is definitely helped me out.
Yeah.
Still didn't miss one.
Yeah, and it's good for checking your lines, checking your making sure you're starting it online because it's, the floor's not always straight. The ball's not always going to go exactly where you expect it to, when you're setting up one of those mats, unless you have it measured out perfectly and you got a level and everything involved. But we didn't do any of that, but it was just good to see the ball starting online and your stroke looked good. Like I said, it wasn't coming outside. You weren't breaking that plane of that line to the outside.
And then here's one.
You're
This is you can kind
letting
of
it
see more
flow.
of the what this
Yeah,
eye
the ball
line
position.
kind of in the mirror is. But so I'm going to show you this, and then we'll be able to see the difference of ball position for Rob and I. But like before, I felt like the ball was like almost up to my front foot, where now I have it, not even center, more back center, if anything.
Me too.
Yeah. You're right eye dominant, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so eye dominance plays a factor in this too. Like I play it kind of more, I don't know, more towards the middle. It's a lot more towards the front than yours is, but um I am more comfortable having the ball kind of closer to under the dominant eye, so I have it more kind of right under my left eye with my dominant eye just behind it instead of getting it out too far in front. And it kind of that makes a difference for me for seeing the line, and it probably helps you too to have it more under your dominant eye than forward of it. It can throw your lines off a little bit. So it makes sense that you'd want to play it back further. Also, you stand the shaft kind of straight up on the putter. So you can see right there, it's pretty much straight up and down, which means you're not doing anything to affect the loft. So by playing it back there, you're not having shaft lean and giving it negative loft, which is going to make it hop, or skip into the ground. So putting is pretty individualized, and if it's working for you, the lines look good, the stroke looks pretty good.
What we were talking about yesterday a little bit was, you know, it's pretty much like I made a putt or two, and all of a sudden I feel comfortable again. So this is you. Where the other thing I noticed, you looks like now obviously we're different, we're built differently, but it looks like your feet are a little bit more narrow than mine were. But that ball is definitely farther up in the stands for sure. And
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get the putter somewhere kind of centered, and then the ball's going to be just forward of that. So I used to do a measurement and I was kind of looking at the hash marks on the green too to get a measurement there. But I used to use a ruler and measure out, how far apart my feet were, where my ball position and my putter was in relation to my stance with the ruler. And when I would practice, I would put that ruler down so I was consistently keeping the same ball position and same width and all that stuff.
mhm.
So it wouldn't change. And it's something that I think I did so much that I'm pretty good at getting the club and the ball where I want to. Now I have it a little more forward. I have a tiny bit of shaft lean. Um,
I do think it's crazy that golf is such all the little things and muscle memory, and it's just the like what you were saying is you spent probably hours with a ruler putting it at your feet just to make sure you're consistently setting up the same exact way over top of the ball for putting. Like
yeah,
that's pretty. I mean that kind of shows the difference of kind of this average Joe to golf pro is Heath and I are sitting there being like, okay, hey, can we just make contact? And you are the really little things that make a big difference, but maybe that should be stuff we're focusing on too. I mean, maybe that is part of the reason why um, the consistency isn't there. And, if we're off, we're off. Where, I've seen you where you've gone out there and started, bogey, 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 but then come around and shoot 67 because, on the golf course you were able to flip a switch and turn it around. Where for us, if the wheels are off, they're off. Like so, but it's
yeah,
that muscle memory of you repetitive doing it over and over and over and over and over again that
right.
I think is a huge difference.
Yeah, it's I talk about it all the time, routine. And, I'm pretty routine oriented on the golf course and all things that I do because it's the most effective way to get yourself in each shot and do the same thing repeatedly. So, you're not always going to hit it good or play well, but if you're just going out there and just hitting it without going through a process, then you're probably going to have a hard time. You're going to struggle. You got to have a routine to help you line up, have a routine to help you get kind of set up in your posture and all that, and have a routine to help you kind of feel an initial feel with your takeaway and then something that gets you ready to hit it. Like what do you do right before you take the club back? Because that's a big thing. Some
Well,
people have a hard time that, especially putting, they get locked up over the ball and they're just sitting there trying to figure out when to take the putter away.
Well,
And
we live in a world that we want things right now, 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 now. And sometimes we forget that the only way we're going to have that is if, we do put in the work and, something like, I mean, anything muscle related and to make sure you do the same thing over again. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of stat out there that says, oh, you have to do it X amount of times before, that muscle memory kicks in. But I guarantee you it's more than once. And it's getting out there and practicing and doing the things when nobody are watching, maybe is a way to put it. That really really goes a long way in the game of golf and in anything in life really. But um, but yeah, so I'm gonna try to actually think I'm going to. We're about to hit the little holiday break. I'll be up in Nashville, and I think I'm actually going to play with my dad on Saturday. So hopefully I'll be able to get around in this week. And I believe you're staying here, you said. So you'll be in an old
well, we're going to Florida in on Christmas Eve.
oh, okay, Christmas. Okay. So are you
So
gonna
the
try to
week
play
after Christmas basically
Saturday?
will be I don't think I'm going to be playing Saturday. We're doing Christmas here on
Okay.
Saturday with the in-laws, and then we're leaving on, I believe, Sunday morning. We're going to take off, but I'm sure I'll probably play on Friday with the guys in the afternoon. Um, yeah, you're going to be gone tomorrow, so we won't see you Friday, but I'm
Mm.
sure I'll play Friday, and I'm sure I'll be doing my normal stuff in between now and then, and um, just looking for that to have that one round where I break loose and
It comes all together,
tear
right?
it up.
I,
Yep.
I hopefully I'm going to take a bunch of Nashville's finest their money on Saturday. That is my goal.
There you go.
So
Michael
It's a
too.
good goal.
yeah, but all right, well, yeah, I mean, kind of quiet week and quiet episode a little bit, going over some putting and Winston.
Yeah.
Good job not being too distracted,
Thank you.
and we need to get you out there. I think Santa might even be getting Winston some things to help his game of golf
Ooh.
this year.
Ooh.
Ooh is right. So we might have to give a update next week. And hopefully next week Heath will be out of Bigfoot territory and back where he has service.
Yeah, I heard he was spoken to yesterday and he had just caught a fish out on the ice.
Yeah,
So
on the ice fishing. Is there
he's up
anything
in the
else you're doing
tundra.
in Alaska?
I can't imagine of anything else.
So, all
It's
right.
the
Well,
winter time. Isn't it dark all the time right
I
now?
was gonna. Yeah. What is? Yeah. It could be sleeping
Yeah,
in the
no,
middle of the day.
Who knows?
okay.
So it's Alaska. But all right. Well, everybody, Merry Christmas. Have a great week.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas, and
Christmas.
hopefully everybody make sure you like and share
Yeah.
the
And
average
subscribe,
Joe.
and subscribe to our show.
Subscribe to our show. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go,
Real
Winston.
Tour Golf.
Real Tour Golf.
Subscribe.
You can actually
Like the
can't even
Facebook
say it.
page.
A
Okay.
official PGA teacher.
And besides, if you
Yeah.
golf,
Check out my profile on PGA Coach.
go
If
to
you want to
like
book a lesson, you can book it
Mm-hmm.
directly on there or reach out to me and we can get you set up so you can come and do what we're all doing, trying to get better.
Trying to get better each and every day. But Have a great week. Merry Christmas. Winston, thank you for joining us this week, replacing Heath. And yeah, Rob, have a good week, buddy. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas. Yep. See you guys next week or following week.
Yep. Take over his position, okay?
All right, you take over for Heath anytime, buddy.
Mama wants some Obama in me. The hood won't pop, hip hop wanna see the common in me. And since it's a senseless contradiction, I end up a misfit trying to